Hey, it's JJ and welcome to my channel. To go from this situation to fall glam, all you need to do is... Just kidding. For this look, I'm using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. And the first shade that I'm going into as my transition shade is the shade Butter. It's a light, warm tone shade that's perfect to start with, so you can blend out all your other shades more easily. I'm putting it above my crease and not trying to be precise at all, since this is only a transition shade. The most important thing when doing any makeup look is to blend every single shade. The next shade I'm going into is Creamsicle, and using that same blending brush, I'm going over the first shade to make it even warmer. And again, blend. Next, I'm dipping into Roxanne, and oh my god, this is my favorite color in the palette. And using a smaller brush, I'm going right in that crease area. This time I'm trying to be a little bit more precise and keeping it quite low. Then I'm going back into Creamsicle, just to blend everything out and not have any harsh lines. Next, I'm carving out the crease with a concealer using a flat synthetic brush. I'm not going all the way, this is more like a half cut crease situation. Next, I'm going into Diva. That's such a gorgeous, deep, shimmery green, and I'm putting it in the center of my lid. I'm trying to be very precise and follow the line I've made with a concealer. For the next shade, I'm spritzing my brush with the Makeup Revolution setting spray and going into Pool Party for my inner lid. It's such a beautiful turquoise shade with fleeks of glitter. Next, I'm going back into Roxanne and going just above my lid to blend everything out and make it even more smooth. For the outer corner, I'm taking the shade Enchanted. That's such a deep matte green, and like Jaclyn said, it's Diva's partner in crime, so they go perfectly together. And since we are working with some deeper and shimmery shades, we do have a lot of fallout. Once that's taken care of, it's time to fix the face situation. I'm using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation in the shade 150. Well, I'm very pale, so that's my shade. And I'm using a damp beauty sponge to blend it out. When it comes to foundation, the same rule applies as with the eyeshadows. The longer you blend, the better you will look. I'm using this foundation for quite some time now, and I'm loving it. It gives me a great coverage, it's buildable, so easy to blend, and it's not tacky, so all of the other products just sit perfectly on top of it. For my concealer, I'm using the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade Fair 04. I'm going heavy under my eyes because I'm having some deep dark circles that I want to get rid of. I'm 7 months pregnant, so sleeping comfortably is becoming a challenge. And again, using a damp beauty sponge, I'm blending it out. And some more blending, and we are done. I'm trying to grab my setting powder. I'm using the Chanel Vitalumiere. Oh, who am I kidding? I can't pronounce this. I'm not French, so I'm not even gonna try. For my under eyes, I'm using the brush that came with the powder. But for the rest of my face, I got this brush like years ago in the drugstore. It's so huge, it's so soft, It takes like 3 seconds to set my face. For contouring, I'm using oldie but a goodie Benefit Hoola bronzer. Placing it just under my cheekbones and going up when blending. So the thing with a bronzer is that you never want to drag it down because that will just give you an opposite effect. And I'm also giving a little warmth to my forehead as well. For blush, I'm using the Makeup Revolution Pro HD Amplified Mega Matte palette. And with being so much pregnant, I'm having so much trouble opening anything these days. I'm ever so lightly going into this mauve shade and setting my face a little bit before any other products. And now it's time for the lower lashes, and we start with the shade Roxanne. I'm blending it out, leaving the inner corner of my lower lash free. Next, I'm going into the shade Jax. I'm in love with the shade. It's such a deep, matte, burgundy shade. It's perfect. And I'm placing it very tightly to my lash line. Next, I'm taking a blending brush with almost no eyeshadow on it and just blending everything out. To highlight my inner corners and brow bone, I'm mixing in Light and Beam. It's one small step, but it makes such a difference. For my waterlines, I'm using the Keto Black Liner, and I'm putting on some Better Than Sex mascara. And while I was doing my lower lashes, I literally freaked out at that moment. Like, oh my god, my entire makeup is ruined. But good thing is, nothing a little blending can't fix. For my highlighter, firstly I was going with Too Faced Peach highlighter, but then this happened. Or better said, nothing happened. I was literally putting on so much, and you know, for me, if a highlighter is not blinding, it's not a highlighter. So I was very disappointed. But then I went into my Makeup Revolution Pro Illuminate highlighter. It's an old one, and it's so good. I mean, look at this. It shows off on camera, so that's a highlighter. I'm glowing. That's all I asked for. We are almost done, don't worry. Just drenching myself into the Makeup Revolution Illuminate setting spray. And for the lips, I'm using, again, the Makeup Revolution matte nude lipstick in the shade Exposed. This is a gorgeous color. And on top of it, I'm using the Colourpop gloss in the shade Neat Freak. And that's the finished look. Hope you enjoyed the video, and see you in my next one.